This is what my computer setup looks like now. As some of you can tell, the Mac Mini is connected to my broadcast monitor. I also have my Blackmagic Design Intensity shuttle connected to that monitor as well. By having that monitor serve two functions, it eliminated the need of me having to buy a computer monitor just for the Mac Mini. You probably noticed that the Mac Mini is on an actual music keyboard stand as opposed to a computer desk. The reason it's on that musical keyboard stand is because I moved from Michigan to California, and all I could bring was what would fit in my Chevy Spark. I thought it'd be worth it to bring that musical keyboard stand and make it as a makeshift computer desk. This setup allows me to have my broadcast monitor and two functioning computers in a really small space. Some people could say you could have gotten a CRT monitor once you've arrived in California, but that CRT monitor that I have has less than 1,000 hours worth of use on it. If I got one in California, who knows, it could have had 10,000 hours worth of use on it. It could have been getting close to breaking down. I also bring my broadcast monitor that's on top of my musical keyboard stand because I really like the input and outputs on that. I like the remote control. It's just really super easy to use. And I didn't want to spend a lot of money buying all new gear. I didn't want to sell everything and then buy all new, computers, audio boards, and stuff like that once I got into California. I wanted to spend as little money as possible once I got into California. Now, as far as the Furman power conditioner is concerned, as you can see, it's on my computer desk. And some people might think it looks tacky. I want to let people know I think it looks okay. I do want to get a rack enclosure to actually put that gear in. That's next on the agenda. But by having the Furman power conditioner right on the computer desk, I can hook up my audio board, the computer, the monitors, all my audio and video gear can hook up into that Furman power conditioner, so I don't have a lot of wires dangling, a lot of power cables dangling. Before, I had to use power strips because the Furman power conditioner was actually more where the Mac Mini is. As a lot of you will remember, all of my audio rack gear was basically where the Mac Mini was, so I really couldn't plug up my computer, my audio board into the Furman power conditioner. It looked cool having all my audio gear, stacked up and stuff like that, but I really wasn't actually using the Furman power conditioner because I would have had gotten extension cables to hook my computer up to it and my monitors. So the way it is now, it's really nice. For all the equipment I've got, you don't really see a lot of cables. Some of you may be thinking this particular setup isn't that much different than the setup I showed 6-7 months ago. And you'd be correct because this is the setup I had when I first moved to California, when I was living in Redding, California. You can notice there's brand new carpet and the walls have just been freshly painted, so it may look a lot nicer than the setup I have now, but I think it's only because of the apartment why it gives the illusion that that's a lot better setup. Some people could argue that you just swapped out the laptop for the Mac Mini with the new setup, and to some extent that's pretty much mainly what has happened over the last 6 months. Some of you may be looking at my computer desk and you may be thinking that the wood grain finish really doesn't blend in with the rest of my audio and video equipment. I would tend to agree, and I do want to actually paint my desk black, the wood grain finish part of it, and I would also like to get 2 of the ultra-wide monitors. And other than that, I can't think of too much I want to do with my computer setup. I think it looks pretty good the way it is. I do like having my audio board where it is on that shelf. I like the fact that I can put my computer speakers on that shelf as well. My computer desk just looks really super clean and uncluttered. And like I said, my computer setup obviously looks a lot different than any other setup you're going to see on YouTube.